everybody. I'm sitting here with little Scully, and I named her that after the Terms of Endearment episode of the X-Files. You might remember her. I did get a lot of the blood off of her fingers, and I want to repaint that fingernail black. I want to see about getting some of the blood away from her mouth. Make her look a little less gory. Like a cute little demon baby. And little Sebastian, he's passed out over there. But a lot of people might remember Rosemary's Baby. I've read the book. I encourage people to read it. It's better than the movie. But you never get to see the baby in the end. So I thought I'd read a few pages from the book, so you get a picture of what the baby looked like. Now, this is after Rosemary saw the baby, and she started yelling, "What have you done to his eyes?" And she has actually considered killing him, throwing him out the window and jumping out after, to save the world from, like it says, God knows what, or from Satan knows what. But we'll start with those eyes. Like in animals, a tiger's, not like a human being's. He wasn't a human being, of course. He was some kind of half-breed. And how dear and sweet he had looked before he had opened those yellow eyes. The tiny chin, a bit like Brian's. The sweet mouth. All that lovely orange-red hair. It would be nice to look at him again. If only he wouldn't open those yellow animal eyes. She tasted the tea. It was tea. No, she couldn't throw him out the window. He was her baby. No matter who the father was. What she had to do was go to someone who would understand. Like a priest. Yes, that was the answer, a priest. It was a problem for the church to handle. For the Pope and all the cardinals to deal with, not stupid Rosemary Riley from Omaha. Killing was wrong, no matter what. She drank more tea. He began whimpering because Lara Louise was rocking the bassinet too fast. So, of course, the idiot began rocking it faster. She stood it as long as she could, and then got up and went over. "Get away from here," Lara Louise said. "Don't you come near him, Roman." "You're rocking him too fast," she said. "Sit down," Lara Louise said, and to Roman, "Get her out of here. Put her back where she belongs." Rosemary said, "She's rocking him too fast. That's why he's whimpering." "Mind your own business," Lara Louise said. "Let Rosemary rock him," Roman said. Lara Louise stared at him. "Go on," he said, standing behind the bassinet's hood. "Sit down with the others. Let Rosemary rock him. She's liable—" "Sit down with the others, Lara Louise." She huffed and marched away. "Rock him," Roman said to Rosemary, smiling. He moved the bassinet back and forth toward her, holding it by the hood. She stood still and looked at him. "You're trying to get me to be his mother," she said. "Aren't you his mother?" Roman said. "Go on, just rock him till he stops complaining." She let the black-covered handle come up into her hand. She closed her fingers around it. For a few moments, they rocked the bassinet between them. Then Roman let go, and she rocked it alone. Nice and slowly. She glanced at the baby, saw his yellow eyes, and looked to the window. "You should oil the wheels," she said. "That could bother him, too." "I will," Roman said. "You see? He stopped complaining. He knows who you are." "Don't be silly," Rosemary said, and looked at the baby again. He was watching her. Her eyes weren't that bad. His eyes weren't that bad, really, now that she was prepared for them. It was the surprise that had upset her. They were pretty in a way. "What are his hands like?" she asked, rocking him. "They're very nice," Roman said. "He has claws, but they're very tiny and pearly. The mitts are only so he doesn't scratch himself. Not because his hands aren't attractive. He looks worried, she said. Dr. Saperstein came over. A night of surprises, he said. Go away, she said, or I'm going to spit in your face. Go away, Abe, Roman said, and Dr. Saperstein nodded and went away. Not you, Rosemary said to the baby. It's not your fault. I'm angry at them because they tricked me and lied to me. Don't look so worried. I'm not going to hurt you. He knows that, Roman said. Then what does he look so worried for, Rosemary said. Poor little thing, look at him. In a minute, Roman said. I have to attend to my guests. I'll be right back. He backed away, leaving her alone. Word of honor, I'm not going to hurt you, she said to the baby. She bent over and untied the neck of his gown. Laura Louise made this too tight, too, didn't she? I'll make it a little looser and you'll be more comfortable. You have a very cute chin. Are you aware of that fact? You have strange yellow eyes, but a very cute chin. She tied the gown more comfortably for him. Poor little creature. He couldn't be all that bad. He just couldn't. Even if he was half Satan, he was half her as well. Half decent, ordinary, sensible human being. If she works against them, exerted a good influence to counteract their bad one. You have a room of your own. Do you know that? She said, undoing the blanket around him, which was also too tight. It has white and yellow wallpaper, and a white crib with yellow bumpers, and there isn't one drop of witchy old black in the whole place. We'll show it to you when you're ready for your next feeding. In case you're curious, I happen to be the lady who's been supplying all that milk you've been drinking. I'll bet you thought it comes in bottles, didn't you? Well, it doesn't. It comes from Mother's. And I'm yours. That's right, Mr. Worryface. You seem to greet the idea with no enthusiasm whatsoever. And if you want to know the rest, the very end, get the book. Now, he had the yellow tiger's eyes, horn stumps, a tail, and pearly little claw fingers. Now, why would I be reading that? Unless, of course, I actually made a baby with orange-red hair, tiger's eyes, and he does look worried. Mr. Worryface. Now, this baby, of course, is named Andrew. I gave him pearly little fingers. He doesn't have a tail yet. I might make one, but I was thinking it would also make it hard to fit in clothes. As for horn stumps, I haven't decided whether to make them out of polymer clay or just white glue because they're little. So I have to see what I'm going to do with that. And I also have to make a... Oh my goodness. Something you would pour the glue into. A mold. I have to make a mold. It's a little late and I'm a little tired. But little Andy here is in his... It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown pajamas. There he is. I got the eyes from Wish. I got, where are they? They're right here. See, I got these and I thought I would fit the little pieces. These are for painting your own eyes. And I probably will use these. Oh, where did they go? These. See, I ordered these from Wish as well. It's all different eyes. And see, these are the ones this is the one I actually put in there. I thought they would fit into the other pieces, but they didn't. I was considering all of these eyes, but I thought that this would definitely match the orange and red hair. And now he just needs his little horns. I just bought a doll kit and he does fit a modified pacifier. I hope I didn't overstuff him, but He does fit a size 1 diaper and 0 to 3 month clothes. And I think he came out darn good. A little bit of paint on the nail bed here that I don't like, but I'm going to try to get that off. But I did seal him. I didn't even notice that, but I did seal him with the sealer. So I don't know if I can get it off now, but it's barely noticeable. There he is, everybody. Little baby Andrew. I'll show you the back of the sleeper. It's got the pumpkins and Snoopy. He's got a little mummy Snoopy on his butt. Vampire Snoopy on his butt. The characters. If anybody was in Halloween with withdrawal, I hope you enjoy this. And we gotta say, Gypsy the dolly dog is right there looking at the baby. Have a good night, everybody.